What if we took a Minecraft village and instead of just looting it, killing golems, exploiting villagers, we tried to grow it, develop, turn it into a city or at least just a bigger village? Sounds cool, huh? Well, that's exactly what I'm doing. And here's how the village looks so far. Insane, isn't it? But this doesn't look like a city yet, so we need to continue working. Let's begin. So first, I decided to build a cartographer's workplace to give some villager a job, and I even put a map inside. Then I decided to plant a cherry blossom tree near a bell. That's where villagers gather every day. Afterwards, I started building a multi-story residential building which will provide villagers with beds which they need to have to make babies. So, what do you think? But since our population grows, demand for food does as well, so I made a standard size farm outside, which also gives a profession to one of the villagers. But we have more unemployed villagers, so I began creating a workplace of shepherd. This is how it looks. Then I also made a path to it. But it's still not enough, we need more jobs. So let's create more jobs. If you think I would be a great mayor, then vote for me by subscribing to my channel so I could create more jobs for your city. Meanwhile, construction was in progress. I wanted this building to be a place for two professions, armorer and toolsmith. So that's the result. Then I saw just how happy everyone was, so happy in fact that they immediately started making babies. So this is how the village looks so far, but we ain't done here yet. The next thing I wanted to do is what you guys suggested in comments to my previous video. Next, I decided to cut down trees I planted near the village to create space for a lumberjack hut, which will provide us with a supply of wood. I know that it doesn't work that way, but we're just role-playing, imagining that this is a real society, not a game. Then I went into my favorite cave to mine for stone, because I'll need a lot of it. The thing is, I have this high ground near the village I wanted to build a new neighborhood on. I needed stone for walls, but first we need to level the area. So now we can make a path to our future town and enclose the area with a wall. But there is still something left to do. Now it's time to actually build something, and I decided to start with a well in the center of the village. But I didn't actually know how to build it, so I needed to experiment with the options a little bit, but eventually I managed to build a normal well. Then I made this little circle so you could go around the well, and then a path to the side where I planned to build a small market. I also placed a bell near the center which marks the villagers' daily gathering spot. Then I began building a market. Now it was time for something real, like directly related to the city and its residents. Wait a minute. Now it was time for something cooler than building a wall, something directly related to city and its residents. A cow farm. So then I started building a leather worker's workplace. It's one of the villagers' professions. But then I didn't like it and broke everything to rebuild it again. This time I was content, but spoiler, I will break and rebuild it again soon. But for now, I decided to mix pathway textures on path from our first village to this one using gravel and coarse dirt. And now we can rebuild the leather worker's workplace. After that, I decided to build a mine shaft, and it's the same story as with the lumberjack. It's just a raw plain, imagining that this is a real civilization and they need to mine for resources to grow their city and fulfill their needs. I think it looks pretty damn good. Okay, we have a mine shaft, and that means we have a supply of stone and different ores. But they are worthless, we can't do anything with them, unless we build some sort of factory or workshop, so that's exactly what I did. I wanted to create a workplace for armorer, toolsmith and weaponsmith. After such hard work, I decided to make a restaurant in another village, the first one. I have got this suggestion from this guy. But instead of building a restaurant near the butcher's shop, I made it on top of it, so customers could enjoy their dinner outdoors looking at another village. After that, I came back to the second village to build the restaurant there as well. Here's how it looks. I have even added candles and jukebox. That's so romantic. Now I wanna create a farm. It is not only a job to one of the villagers, but also a source of food, and especially wheat, which villagers need to breed cows. And I know it doesn't work that way, we're just role-playing. Kind of. Okay, done, cool. And now we come to one of the most important aspects of creating and growing a city, residential development. We're going to build a multi-story apartment building. This time I won't just build a cobblestone box, I will try to make this one look better. So after a lot of stone and hard work and insane water clutches,
Oh, no, 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 no.
the building is finished. Let me show you what it looks like inside. There are 8 flats in total, 2 on each floor. I think I've done a great job here, especially compared to buildings in the first village. So now I wanna rest. And what can be a better way to do that than this?